Let me tell you, fight fans, the world of combat sports is no stranger to crazy matchups. Over the years, we've seen some truly unexpected and thrilling bouts that have left us on the edge of our seats. From legendary rivalries to shocking upsets, the boxing world has always been a theater of the unexpected. But every now and then, a hypothetical fight gets everyone talking. These are the matchups that spark debates among fans, analysts, and even the fighters themselves. They ignite our imaginations and make us wonder, what if? Tyson versus Paul, this is one of those fights. It's a clash that seems almost too wild to be true, yet it's a scenario that has captured the attention of the boxing community and beyond. Mike Tyson, the former undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, a name that resonates with power, dominance, and a legacy that has been etched into the annals of boxing history. A man who needs no introduction. His very presence in the ring was enough to send shivers down the spines of his opponents. Tyson's career was marked by his ferocious power, his ability to end fights in the blink of an eye, and his sheer intimidation factor. Known for his ferocious power and intimidation, Tyson's punches were like sledgehammers, and his opponents often found themselves on the canvas before they even knew what hit them. His training regimen was the stuff of legend, a testament to his dedication and relentless pursuit of greatness. Jake Paul, the social media star turned professional boxer, a figure who has managed to transition from the world of YouTube and social media to the squared circle, surprising many with his dedication and skill. He's young, he's brash, and he's been racking up wins. Paul has faced criticism and skepticism, but he's also shown that he's serious about his boxing career. With each fight, he's proven that he's more than just a celebrity looking for attention. Just picture it, these two warriors stepping into the ring. The anticipation would be palpable, the atmosphere electric. Fans from all walks of life would tune in to witness this spectacle, a true clash of titans. The energy would be electric, the crowd's roar would be deafening, the tension in the air almost tangible. It would be a night to remember, a fight that would go down in history. Could Tyson turn back the clock and unleash the beast? At 54, Tyson has shown that he's still got the fire and the drive. His recent exhibitions have proven that age is just a number, and his power and speed remain formidable. Could Paul pull off the upset of the century? Paul, with his youth and determination, has the potential to surprise everyone. He's been training hard, honing his skills, and preparing for the biggest challenges. An upset victory over Tyson would be a monumental achievement. This fight is a fantasy fight for the ages. It's the kind of matchup that transcends the sport, capturing the imagination of fans and non-fans alike. It's a story of the old guard versus the new, experience versus youth, legend versus upstart. It's a clash of generations and styles. Tyson's raw power and experience against Paul's youthful energy and modern training techniques. It's a fight that would showcase the evolution of boxing, the changing of the guard. It has the potential to be a spectacle unlike anything we've seen before. The build-up, the hype, the fight itself. It would be an event that captures the world's attention, a true testament to the enduring appeal of boxing. Whether it ever happens or remains a tantalizing what if, the idea of Tyson versus Paul will continue to spark our imaginations and fuel our love for the sport. Mike Tyson, Iron Mike, the youngest heavyweight champion in history, a name that sends shivers down the spine of anyone who knows boxing. He dominated the boxing world in the late 80s and early 90s, a time when the sport was brimming with talent and fierce competition. Tyson's rise to the top was meteoric, and his reign was nothing short of legendary. Known for his knockout power and intimidating presence, Tyson was a fighter who could end a match in the blink of an eye. His punches were like sledgehammers, and his opponents often found themselves on the canvas before they even knew what hit them. Tyson was a force of nature. He left a trail of fallen opponents in his wake, each knockout adding to his fearsome reputation. His victories were not just wins, they were statements of dominance. He became a global icon, transcending the sport of boxing. Tyson's influence extended beyond the ring, making him a household name and a symbol of raw, unbridled power. Now let's talk about Jake Paul, a YouTube personality who transitioned to professional boxing. Unlike Tyson, Paul's journey to the ring started in the digital world, where he built a massive following through his vlogs and pranks. He's been shaking things up in the boxing world. He's undefeated so far, but he hasn't faced anyone near Tyson's caliber. His opponents have been carefully selected, and while he's shown promise, the question remains, can he handle a true boxing legend? He knows how to sell a fight. He gets under people's skin with his trash talk and bravado. Paul understands the entertainment aspect of boxing, and he uses it to his advantage, creating hype and drawing attention to his matches. Jake Paul is a master of self-promotion. He understands the power of social media and uses it to keep himself in the spotlight. His ability to engage with fans and generate buzz is unparalleled in the boxing world. Love him or hate him, you can't ignore him. Paul's presence in the boxing world is a testament to the changing landscape of the sport, where social media influence can be just as important as skill in the ring. Comparing Tyson and Paul is like comparing a hurricane to a thunderstorm. Tyson's legacy is built on years of hard work, dedication, and an unmatched ferocity in the ring. Paul's journey is still in its early stages, and while he's made waves, he has yet to prove himself against the best. The world of boxing is watching closely. Can Jake Paul rise to the challenge and carve out a legacy of his own? Or will he be remembered as a flash in the pan, a product of the social media age? Only time will tell. But one thing is certain, the story of these two fighters, one a legend and the other a rising star, is a fascinating chapter in the history of boxing. Whether you're a fan of the old school or the new wave, there's no denying the impact both have had on the sport. So who is the baddest man on YouTube? Is it the seasoned warrior with a legacy of destruction, or the brash newcomer with a knack for self-promotion? The answer may not be clear, but the journey to find out is sure to be an exciting one. Stay tuned, because the world of boxing is about to get even more interesting. These two fighters couldn't be more different. Tyson, a master of the peekaboo style, he uses head movement and angles to get inside. Then, boom, he unleashes devastating combinations. His power punches are legendary. Jake Paul is more of a calculated boxer. He uses his reach and jab to control the distance. He's shown some power too. He's knocked out some former MMA fighters. Don't underestimate his boxing IQ either. He's learning and evolving with each fight.
I'm the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. I'm back.
That's classic Tyson. He's confident, he's brash, and he believes in his abilities. After his exhibition fight against Roy Jones Jr., Tyson declared, "I'm back.
I'm here to stay, and I'm going to be a world champion."
Jake Paul is equally vocal. He's called out some of the biggest names in boxing. He's ambitious and hungry to prove himself. This fight would give him the ultimate platform. This fight wouldn't just be about boxing, it would be about the clash of two worlds. Old school boxing versus the new era of social media influencers. Could Jake Paul handle the pressure of facing a legend like Tyson? Could Tyson adapt to Paul's unorthodox style? Think about the build-up, the trash talk, the weigh-in. The hype surrounding this fight would be insane. It would be a global event. Pay-per-view records would be shattered. This fight would transcend boxing. It would capture the imagination of the entire world. Section 6, experts divided. Can Paul handle the real deal? Boxing analysts are torn on this one.
Some believe that Tyson's experience and power would be too much for Paul. They say Paul's wins have come against smaller opponents or fighters past their prime. They question whether his chin could withstand Tyson's power.
Others give Paul a fighting chance. They point to his youth, size, and improving boxing skills. They argue that Tyson is not the same fighter he was in his prime. They believe Paul's unorthodox style could pose problems for Tyson. They think Paul might be able to outpoint him.
Section 7, fans in frenzy, anticipation, skepticism, and the thrill of the unknown. The fans are going wild with speculation. Social media is buzzing.
Some fans are die-hard Tyson supporters. They believe Iron Mike would demolish Paul. They see it as a mismatch. They think Paul is disrespecting the sport.
Others are excited to see what Paul can do. They admire his hustle. They're drawn to his confidence and swagger. They acknowledge he's a skilled boxer. They think he could pull off the upset. No matter what side you're on, one thing is certain. This fight would generate massive interest. Section 8, a legacy defined or a new era forged. For Mike Tyson, this fight would be about cementing his legacy. At 54 years old, Tyson has already achieved more than most could dream of in the world of boxing. His name is synonymous with power, speed, and an almost animalistic ferocity that has left an indelible mark on the sport. But for Tyson, this fight is more than just another bout. It's a statement. A statement that age is just a number, and that the heart of a champion never truly fades. It would be a chance to prove that he's still a force to be reckoned with. Despite the years that have passed since his prime, Tyson's training regimen remains as rigorous as ever. His punches still carry the same bone-crushing power, and his footwork is as nimble as it was in his youth. This fight is an opportunity to show the world that the baddest man on the planet still has what it takes to dominate in the ring. A win over a popular figure like Jake Paul would add another chapter to his incredible story. Jake Paul, a social media sensation turned boxer, has garnered a massive following. Defeating him would not only be a personal victory for Tyson, but also a message to the younger generation of fighters and fans. It would be a testament to his enduring skill and tenacity, proving that experience and legacy can triumph over youth and popularity. It would remind everyone why he's considered one of the greatest boxers of all time. Tyson's career is filled with iconic moments and legendary fights. From his early days as a prodigy under Cus D'Amato to his reign as the undisputed heavyweight champion, Tyson's journey is a saga of triumphs, setbacks, and comebacks. This fight is another chapter in that saga. a chance to relive the glory days and remind the world of his unparalleled prowess. For Jake Paul, it's a chance to shock the world. Known primarily for his YouTube fame, Paul has been working tirelessly to transition from internet celebrity to legitimate boxer. His journey has been met with skepticism and criticism, but Paul is determined to prove his doubters wrong. This fight is his opportunity to show that he belongs in the ring with the best. A victory over Mike Tyson would be a monumental achievement. Defeating a legend like Tyson would catapult Paul into a new stratosphere of fame and respect. It would be a defining moment in his career, one that would forever change the way he's perceived by the boxing community and the world at large. It would silence his critics and solidify his place in boxing history. Paul has faced a barrage of criticism from boxing purists who see him as an outsider. A win against Tyson would be the ultimate rebuttal, a clear indication that he has earned his place in the sport through hard work and dedication. It would prove that he's not just a YouTube star. Paul's journey from internet fame to the boxing ring has been anything but conventional. He's faced ridicule and doubt at every turn. But his commitment to the sport is undeniable. This fight is his chance to show that he's more than just a social media personality. He's a serious athlete with the skills to back it up. It would show that he's a legitimate boxer. A win over Tyson would be the ultimate validation of Paul's boxing career. It would be a moment of triumph that cements his status as a true contender in the sport. For both fighters, this bout is more than just a fight. It's a defining moment that will shape their legacies for years to come. Section 9. So, who you got? The question on everyone's mind. It's the ultimate question, isn't it? Could Mike Tyson summon the power and ferocity that made him a legend? Could Jake Paul use his youth and athleticism to pull off the impossible? This fight is a mystery. It's a puzzle that may never be solved. But that's the beauty of boxing. It keeps us guessing. It keeps us talking. So who you got? Let me know what you think in the comments below.